Hey, what's up, guys? We are the Chain Lift. He's Mark. I'm Adam. We're going to be doing a fun video today where we're going to be reviewing a park. And that park happens to be Kentucky Kingdom.
That's right. Very topical park. As you all know, Herschend just purchased Kentucky Kingdom from Ed Hart.
Yes.
They have a nice foundation set and built by Ed Hart and his team. I'm really curious where they go from here with it. There's lots of room to grow. There's already some great things there. That's a good start for Herschend. So
yeah,
let's see.
Yeah, Herschend, they have some great parks in their portfolio already with Dollywood and Silver Dollar City, which are two of our favorite parks.
Yep.
So I'm really excited to see what they can bring to the table for Kentucky Kingdom and to see where they take it.
Hats off to you, Ed Hart, and your team. You guys took over a defunct park that was in ruins.
You took over a turd and you polished it.
You did. You did more than that.
Yeah,
they really did do amazing work there in the years they had since they reopened. So
yeah,
great job. Enjoy your retirement, Ed Hart, or whatever you decide to do.
Yes.
And let's review this place.
All right. Yeah, we're going to be looking at 4 different categories when we consider our score for the park, and that's going to be the overall park atmosphere, the coasters of the park, the flat rides of the park, and the operations of the park.
All right. What are we starting with?
Let's start with the roller coasters, which I think is the strong suit of Kentucky Kingdom.
Yep.
Yes, of the 4 categories, coasters is where Kentucky Kingdom exceeds.
Shines.
Yes.
You have an excellent 1-2 punch. You have Storm Chaser, the RMC, which was a conversion from Twisted Twins.
Or Twisted Sisters.
And Dee Snider sued him. That is a true story.
So they had to change the name, yeah.
He was not going to take it.
No.
Haha, 80s humor. Then they have the Hyper GTX Lightning Run.
Yeah, it's a great coaster. Not the biggest, not the fastest, longest or anything, but it's excellent. And we've never had a bad ride on it. There's great airtime.
Really good airtime on it. There's some pretty violent ones in those camelbacks.
Yes,
The first drop's great. It's really smooth.
It's smooth as glass, yeah.
One of the best value steel coasters you can buy. And I said 1,000 times, how more parks have not purchased these is beyond me.
Yeah, it's excellent, yeah.
So great 1-2 punch, strong 1-2 punch. Then you have Thunder Run, which always surprises me.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's fun. They do a lot of retracting on it over the years. They take good care of it. I think it runs really good.
Yeah, it's a really fun wooden coaster. The layout is similar to Hurler. They do take a really good job taking care of that ride. They replace wood very often. So it generally runs pretty smooth.
I'm telling you guys, it might surprise you.
Yeah.
You have Gravity Group's excellent family coaster, Kentucky Flyer.
Yeah, that's the newest one.
One of the very best family coasters I've ever been. A family coaster, folks, not
right. Yeah. Yeah, it's really fun. It's it's not very fast or very tall or anything like that, but it's really fun.
I just laugh all the time, the whole time on it. I just laugh because it's just so stupid fun.
Yeah, and the great thing about that coaster, it has a really short minimum rider height. So I think it's 42 inches maybe or something.
Bring the kiddies.
Yeah, so it's a great first coaster for
Even
kids.
36, isn't it? Maybe
maybe it's 36 with an adult. Yeah, it's really good. Really good first coaster for kids.
T3. Moving on. Roller skater. You ride a roller skate.
Yes. A big roller skate.
Big roller skate.
I ride one myself so I can stretch out, put out the vibe.
Tractor beam.
Suck me right in.
Suck me right in.
Yeah. Tractor beam. Suck me right in.
So coasters, strong suit.
Yes.
Very good. Not a lot, but good. Let's go on to flats.
Yeah, they have a pretty decent flat ride selection. They're not the tallest ones that you'll find at like a Cedar Fair park necessarily, but they have a good variety of flat rides, I'd say. Yeah.
They have the newer version of those Enterprises, the Extreme Scream.
It's called, either that or Scream Extreme. I can't remember what they call it, but it's the Enterprise 2 model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's truly one of my favorite flat rides I've ever been on.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Ton of fun.
Great color scheme on it. It's really bright on the midway.
Drop tower.
Oh, man. I'm not a big fan of drop towers, but especially this one. I mean, I think they're fun, but they scare me more than any other ride. And this one scares me quite a bit. It's not nearly the tallest one I've ever been on, but this thing, like you go to the top, and when you drop, I swear, you don't start hitting the brakes until about 10 feet from the ground. So it's a little scary.
Just want to let you guys know While he was having fun riding it, I was actually working and getting footage of Lightning Run.
Yeah,
Just letting you
that's
know.
fine.
Yeah, I was putting the work in for you guys.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, they do have a pendulum called Calypso, which is a lot of fun.
Yep.
You got your pirate boat.
Starflyer.
They do have a Starflyer. They have giant Ferris wheel that I think everybody kind of knows. I think at Kentucky Kingdom, they think of this giant green and pink.
Iconic features of the park. Yeah.
Yeah. They got your typical like car ride, intake car ride.
Yep.
They kind of have all the staples. Big winner. Flying Dutchman.
Oh yeah. You get to ride in like a Dutch wooden clog.
You know, the ride's not it's not fun.
It's charming.
But it's charming. And it's stupid fun.
What other park can you go to where you get to sit in giant shoes? So
Holland?
That's true. Either a giant Dutch shoe or a giant roller skate.
No way.
Kentucky Kingdom.
That's right.
If you want to ride in shoes, go to Kentucky Kingdom.
I don't know of any other place you can. They should really... Herschend? Focusing on this. This is a new marketing angle for you.
Your next coaster, make us ride in flip-flops. Call it Flippy Floppy. There's lots of inversions.
Yeah. Hey.
Gerstlauer, you're a
Like
fighter.
thong flip-flops where people are just strapping the thong part of the flip-flop.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, so Exum Flats.
Yeah.
Well, for a smaller park, Exum Flats. Yeah.
I'm still thinking about the thong flip-flop. All right,
Anyway.
let's move on. All right, can we move on?
Ops.
Yeah, the ops. So I think this might be... No, this isn't the worst of the four for them. Ops, it's hit or miss, I would say. I would compare it to Six Flags parks.
I think Six Flags is a fair comparison.
Yeah.
They do run a lot of one trains.
Yeah.
The ride ops don't exactly put a lot of pep in their step, at least on the times we've been there. We've been there 3 or 4 times. They're nice. They're very nice.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of fire. You're gonna wait in line longer typically than you probably should.
Yeah, yep. And
Just no going there. That can be the case.
yeah, because sometimes it gets, like even when we've been there on a slower day, you'll still have to wait a bit just between the one train ops and kind of slower operations. So it gets a little frustrating sometimes.
It does.
But they're friendly staff. Yeah. So
Atmosphere.
I think this is where they lack the most, the atmosphere, and part of it is something that they can't really help because where this park is at, it's kind of surrounded by an industrial area of Louisville. So
really, you got if it's like a square.
yeah.
One side L, it's industrial. Mm-hmm. The other side L is a big parking lot to a convention.
Yeah, there's a convention center there, so they share a parking lot with the convention center. So, you can either look at the giant parking lot, or by Storm Chaser, there's like a Dr. Pepper canning facility over there.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of beauty around the park, and even within the park, it's a lot of concrete and
it's a concrete jungle.
There's areas of the park where there's not a lot of natural beauty, like trees and that kind of stuff.
There's just no charm to it.
Right.
This has like the Six Flags facade in the front.
Yeah.
This is what I'm most curious about with Herschend. Mm-hmm. You know, with Silver City and Dollywood, you're so immersed in these parks.
Yeah.
It's also better settings. How can they sort of, in a way, make you forget that you're in a parking lot and you're in next to a Dr. Pepper bottling company? You know,
that's going to be the challenge, yeah.
Ed Hart did some wonderful work with the infrastructure. They built it up quite a bit. There's still so much more room they could do.
Yeah.
There's so much farther they can go. You know.
Yeah.
This seems to be Herschend's specialty.
Yeah, I think if any companies excels in theming for amusement parks other than Disney, it's Herschend, because Dollywood and Silver Dollar City are the most wealthy parks I've ever been to. So I think, they're the right people to come in and kind of work on that. And I know Kentucky Kingdom is trying, and there's areas of the park that look great, but there are areas like by Storm Chaser and their Eye of the Storm ride where it's a bit ugly.
Sure.
But it's going to take some time.
And to be fair, they're a small budget park. Mm-hmm. They don't have all the money in the world, and they did what they could, and they did a great job.
Yeah.
You know, their signage looks cheap. I mean, even down to those details, it still feels like almost like a carnival at some sections, like the signs, like the way they do things.
Yeah.
There's just so much more room to grow, and I think what Ed Hart did is amazing, but I think Herschend can bring to the next level
I agree.
if they want to.
Right. Yeah,
So
I will say though, I'll give them credit for this. I noticed last time we were there last summer is they have you can go to the park and you can do like a botanical tour of all the different flowers at the park, and they have it like on a map, and you can go around and look, and then at each location I think you might be able to scan a QR code and find out what kind of flower it is. So if people are into that kind of stuff, I mean, that's cool. I mean, I think that's them, giving an effort and
don't get me wrong,
beautifying the park.
There's definitely some really nice parks in this park. I'm going to say the park is not ugly. It's very clean.
Yes.
They're doing what they can where they're at and
Right.
with their budget they had. But so there's room to grow, but it's certainly not ugly though either by any standards. So
it's a clean park, and quickly the food, pretty decent selection. Nothing that blows my mind.
This is typical amusement park food. There's no specialty stuff really.
Hershey did confirm that they're bringing the cinnamon bread to Kentucky Kingdom.
Winter, they're keeping the beer.
Yep, the beer. I know a lot of people like to go to Kentucky Kingdom for their craft beer selection. They're keeping that. So yeah, those are all good things. I mean, I'm sure Hershey will improve the food department type of thing. So yeah.
And the best social media in the world.
Oh yes,
is Kentucky Kingdom for amusement parks.
Yeah,
they're keeping them. They're still sharp.
Yeah, they're keeping most of the staff on. So they're really great on social media. If you don't follow them, you should definitely follow them because they're funny and they're really inclusive with all their fans of the park. So
great staff.
Yes.
All right. So overall, we're gonna give the park a 6.75.
Yeah, out of 10.
I think this isn't a Cedar Fairland park. This isn't a Six Flags. Well, it's Hershey now. But they haven't started yet.
Right.
This is a small budget park. And they did amazing things with it. To even be this high and have that good of quality coasters and some of the things it did is it's a feat. And 6.75 against other parks, I think it's a very good score.
Yeah, I think it's a really solid park.
You can absolutely get a full day out of this park. There's lots of fun to be had.
Yeah, especially
we love going back.
with the water park. We didn't mention that, but they have a great water park too.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a good park, and if you've been there before, let us know what you would rate it on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, and overall. If you haven't been there, check it out.
Yeah.
All right.
You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at The Chain Lift, and we got a podcast on iTunes. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate you watching. See you later.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down.